So this is a W. The Oppo Find and Flip visits the FCC. So recently there was a a device that looked like a Find N2 Flip that recently hit the FCC radar. So according to my smartphone price, the global version of the phone paid a little visit with the U.S. Federal Communications Commission, which is known as the initials FCC. The phone wasn't listed by its name, but the model CPH2437 and the phone's measurements of 166.2 millimeters length, 75.2 millimeters width, when unfolded matches earlier leaks about the device. Other information revealed by the SEC shows that this clamshell will run an Oppo Color OS 13, which is based on Android 13. The Oppo Find N2 Flip will be powered by a pair of batteries that combine to offer a capacity of 4,300 milliamps. It isn't clear whether the phone will be offered in the United States. The global variant will be sold in Europe. It is possible the FCC certification will allow the device to be sold through Amazon. Other Oppo phones are available online retailers. Any smartphone used in the States must be certified by a regulatory agency. This is a W. This is an absolute freaking W. Because what we have learned from the most recent Oppo Find N devices being released into the open market is that they're already not being sold just in China. You know, they're already not globally, meaning United States globally, but they have been released in different European countries and sold all over Europe. So Oppo is no longer a small little release only in China type company, and obviously with 2 iterations of foldable phones and 2 iterations of flippable phones, it makes sense that they're not really confining themselves anywhere. Well, if they can eventually get on Amazon, eventually start selling on Amazon, get out there even more to the western side of the world, we can finally actually have competition with Samsung. We can finally have them become a major component in this race of foldable, flippable phones. And again, the reason why I'm so excited is because better phones, more phones in the market means better competition and better products for the consumers. So this is a huge freaking W. Now again, will this ever eventually come to the United States? We have to wait and see. I really hope it does. And I will say this too, the cows come home. Microsoft, please, for the love of everything, just combine with Oppo. Make the Surface Zero 3 based on how Oppo makes their phones. And do a partnership where you can bring Oppo to the United States. So right here, this is what they're talking about. The Launch Studio Bluetooth, what's called specification number 5.3. Oppo mobile phone right here. And this again, like I said before, all take with a grain of salt because this is what people are speculating based on what they see. Nothing is 100% confirmed. But this is absolutely freaking amazing. So, Oppo Find N2 Flip is equipped with a regularly larger cover display. And again, it's pretty much everything you want out of a Galaxy Z Flip 4, but better with the Oppo version. Now, the Z Flip 5, apparently what we understand, not only is it going to be freaking way more powerful than Z Flip 4, but it's also going to have a bigger outside display. So if you are thinking about picking up a flippable phone, the Z Flip 5 might be worth the money to upgrade and wait for, unless Oppo does eventually come to America and come to the United States, or at least go on Amazon so you can somehow, some way ship it to your address from Amazon. But at this moment in time, again, like I said, we're still waiting to see if anything ends up, popping through, anything we get any good information. But this is a huge W today to at least get a possible global variant that, eventually might one day come to the United States. But even seeing them expanding their reach out farther than what they were before, that's already above itself a huge W. Because that means we now have, companies like Samsung and companies like Microsoft who are going to start having to think about these things, right? And obviously now Google's in the race too, where they're like, okay, whoa, hold up. Oppo is getting a little bit too big for the britches here. We might have to start worrying about making a better device than Oppo, because if you look at Microsoft, right, Microsoft can already go globally. They could already release, phones in Europe, America, China, wherever. Same thing with Samsung. Samsung actually, as of last year, started releasing phones in China as a way to kind of take over that market. And Google can do the whole thing too. Google can release it everywhere too. These companies are big enough that they can really just do whatever they want. Well, if we now have another person in the race with Oppo, that's where things start getting juicy. 4 contestants in the race, better competition, better products, better technology for the overall consumer. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.